Today is the 27th. Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. Let me set up this room real quick and then we can get started. So let me just finish setting this up here. All right, that's good. Today is the 28th actually. Or no, today's the 27th, sorry. Yeah, today is the 27th. Thursday, basically end of week. This week went by pretty quick. It was kind of a slow week anyway, so I'm kind of glad that it's over. I did lock in some pretty nice profit last night and into this morning. So I'll show you guys that shortly. But yeah, let me just finish setting this up. So basically this morning I took some buys. I took some buys and then I locked in some pretty solid profit this morning. So I'm up about 2,000 for the day. This is from last night and into this morning right here. I let this run overnight and I just went to sleep. That's why it has a green marker here because it hit TP for 2,012 pips. So I did pretty good off that. And I did mark this up for you guys yesterday. If you guys saw, I marked it up over here. I was basing most of my trades off the 10-minute snipe right here. So I let that run and that's how I got the profits off that one over there. Nice. I'll respond to you shortly, Steven. Let me just finish setting up this room real quick and then we should be good. All right, I think everything should be good right there. I'm going to send out the Zoom link to you guys in the premium. Got about 11 minutes till market open. All right, there we go. Sent that over to you guys. Yeah, other than that, I think we're good. All right, cool. So yeah, let me let everybody into this room real quick. Mute everybody, get this link sent out as well. All right, guys, so good morning. We have about 10 minutes till market opens. I'm just gonna finish setting out this link and then we could get started. So let me just get this sent out right here. And yeah, like I was mentioning earlier, guys, so if you guys are just joining the room, I was just mentioning, I locked in some pretty solid profit this morning. Let me just get this sent over here real quick. Should be good. I think we're good for the most part. So yeah, right before the session started, I showed you guys my profits from this morning. I did pretty well off this right here. This is what I took last night, and then I also let it run into this morning. That's why it's green right here, because I set a TP for this because I let this run at night and then I just let it hit. So I'm up about 2,012 this morning. Not bad. You know, I'm gonna try to lock in another trade here for the breakout entry. Let me just finish sending this link out over here as well. And I think we should be good to go. I sent out the wrong link. No, that's good. Here. All right, no, we should be good. I sent out the wrong link for a second. All right, so let's see. We got about 9 minutes to market open. So let me just send this link out real quick, and I think we should be good. I think for the most part we're good. I just need to possibly send out this to the Instagram as well. And morning, Gallo. Morning, Alan. Morning to John. Dang, bro, I haven't seen you in a while, dude. I was wondering if you've been good. Yeah, no, good seeing you, Dejan. Let me send this link out real quick. Morning, Peter. Morning, Kasim. Morning, Kazi. Morning, Kenny. Morning, Nick. Morning, Michael. Yeah, that's included. So let me just get this link sent out real quick to the social media real quick. We got about 8 minutes. So I'm trying to do this real quick. It's not really necessary, but I figured I might as well send it out. All right. So as you guys can see, obviously US 30 looks super bullish. And that's probably gonna be that's probably gonna be our bias today. So it finally came back to where we if you guys remember on Tuesday, I took like a risky trade with a small lot size. It pretty much came all the way back. It's in profit now. So I'll probably be closing that out. Actually, I'm gonna close it out right now. I'm trying to deal with it running continuously. But yeah, so I'm just gonna take a screenshot of that too. So we had no losses this week. We had no losses this whole month. If you remember, we took a trade here on Tuesday, and I remember I told you it was going to come back up. What happened? Came all the way back up. So we entered this trade over here. Whoever held it with me, you made like pretty nice profit off that. We entered somewhere below right here, and it was coming down, and people were just worried about it. And I was like, it's going to come back up eventually. What happened? Came all the way back up, right? So that trade from Tuesday is and just hit right here. So whoever held it, whoever listened, you guys made profit off it. If you didn't, then honestly, I don't know what to tell you guys if that's the case. But if you guys listen, follow directions, it would have came up right here. So let's see. Nice. Lee said 5 contracts up 1,600 on US 500 done before market open. Yeah, no, same here, bro. Ryan Lemurius, morning 2K, morning everybody. So let me just get this going real quick. See, we got 6 minutes till market open. Morning, Uncle. Morning, Pat. Patricia. Morning, Matt. Morning, Goldie. Morning, Hape. Nice. Morning, Shawn. Morning, Steven. Morning, Fernando. Morning, everybody. Nice. Dejan's getting his Series 6 license. Yeah, I got to work on that too. I'm going to get my Series 65 soon once we start this, the prop firm within K2. I got to get that. I got to register with the IR. So it's gonna take some time for me to do that. Morning, Lamar. Yeah, right. No, Goldie, 2 days. Goldie said 2 days is a hard hold, bro. Yeah, no, definitely. I held it. I didn't mess with it. And I just pulled out right now. I made about 1,000 off that trade. So yeah, I mean, it's been pretty good for US 30 over here as usual. Morning, Jay. Morning, everybody. So we got market open in about 5 minutes. So let me just pull up US 30 real quick. Yeah, right here, obviously you can see it's a bullish bias for US 30 over here. I'm just going to draw some zones here so that we can identify if it comes back down. So yeah, that goes out for US 30 right there. Let's see. Yeah, US 30 is bullish on the 10-minute, it's bullish on the 3-minute, it's bullish on the 1 minute. It's bullish all around. It's doing exactly what we thought it would happen. Came all the way back up to where we anticipated. So, like I mentioned, there's a lot of news this morning, a lot of market manipulation, but the numbers don't lie, right? You knew it was going to come back up, and that's what it did. So, yeah, great work to everyone who held that trade there. Let me check this real quick. A lot of you guys are already heavy in profit. Larkin's up 1,000 for this morning. He took that. I'm up 2,000 this morning as well. Who else here? Alan said some pre-market action. Alan locked in. He traded NASDAQ and US 30. He locked in about a little over 1,000 here, maybe almost close to 1,500. So nice work, Alan, off that too. So yeah, you guys did pretty good this morning. Steven said, would this be a valid entry for gold? Candle is on the right is where we are right now. I don't see technically this would be an entry, I think. or no, I don't know. Actually, no, it wouldn't because there's no rejection off there, Steven. So I don't see an entry here off that. I see a rejection off the pivot, but I don't see a rejection off the structure. So I don't see an entry here at all. I'm not sure what you're seeing. Like maybe be a little more detailed with your analysis here because I'm not sure what you're looking at. But if you're looking at a snipe entry, there's no snipe entry here because this red candle right here is rejecting off this pivot, but it's not rejecting off this structure. So there's no entry there for that. If you're trading something else, you can be a little more detailed and then I can see what you're looking at. But all I can see here is a snipe entry, but there's no, the qualification for that, it hasn't met here because it doesn't reject off the K2SR zone. Nice. Cheryl's up almost 5,000 for the day. So she traded US 30 last night as well, like me, but she did hold them for a little longer. It looks like she was awake during London session. So we got about 3 minutes left here. Here's the Dow 30 index. It says, unchanged because the market hasn't opened yet. We're still in pre-market for 3 minutes. But looking at everything else here, everything looks pretty bullish. So if you were to ask me what our bias is here for technical analysis, our technicals here show us a bullish move for US 30. The only thing that we need next is we need the fundamentals to align with it. If they both align for a bullish bias, then we're going to take a buy off the breakout entry, which we haven't done in a while. So hopefully that plays out, and then we'll go from there. So here we go. Market opens in about 2 minutes. In about 2 minutes, we'll figure out where we'll be trading. All right, pre-market right there. Pre-market here for the futures data. This is the overall futures for June. It's already up 174 points. So it's pretty bullish overall. Pre-market fundamentals already show a bullish bias right here. The technicals also show a bullish bias. Now we just need market open to show that as well before we take the trade here. And if you guys are brand new here and you guys want access to these indicators so you guys can do this yourself, just go on the website, k2trades.com. Click on K2 strategy course right here, and then you can learn all of these strategies on your own so that you can lock in profits like Cheryl over here. Like I didn't take all these trades with her, but she locked in almost 5,000 for this morning off just one account. That's what she made. I made 2,000. I only took 4 trades, but they were smaller trades because obviously I went to sleep. I wasn't awake during London session, but this is what I locked in last night as well. Last night into this morning, I locked in 2012. So if you guys want to learn this, it's available to you. If you don't, that's fine. You don't need to. It's just, the opportunity is there. But if the sign up window does close, which I'm going to be closing soon, guys, again, because we need to clean out the system. So just a reminder, if you guys are in the premium, and you guys haven't sent over your trading view username, or you changed your trading view username or Telegram username since you signed up, just give me an updated name because the system is going to be removing and banning members who aren't supposed to be in the premium. And the system's all automated, so I don't really have control over that unless you guys let me know so that I can update your information in the system. So let's see. Yeah, Dion said Thursdays are usually bullish after drops earlier in the week. Yeah, I agree, Dion. So here's market open right here. This is the first candle. If it closes bullish, then I'm going to take this buy. If it doesn't, then I'm going to hold off, right? So we'll see where this candle closes. It needs to close bullish. We have about 22 seconds left on this here. If it closes bullish, then yeah, I'll take it. If not, then I'm going to wait for the following candle to confirm that bullish move. Looking over here at the fundamentals, it's very green. So our bias here is for a buy currently. We just need a bullish candle here to close in order for me to take that trade. So let's see. All right, so I'm in the trade already. This is going to be it right here. Just a reminder, this is going to be TP1 right here. So price comes up above this point right here and comes back down, then I'm going to close it manually. This is going to be, so we have different areas of stop loss here. Reminder, we use a mental stop loss, but we're going to have different areas where we would probably put a stop loss somewhere around here. And then lastly, this is going to be our pressure point down here. This is going to be the last. If price comes all the way down here, then I'm manually going to close it. All right. So let this run for time being. They're currently in profit about 600, 700, about 1,000. We'll see where it goes from here. So if price comes up to here, so for example, if price comes up and then comes back down, then I might just close it out. And then I might just re-enter as it comes back up, right? See the fundamental side, very bullish over here. So it's probably going to keep pushing up. Yeah, very bullish. So fundamental side looks good. Technical side looks good. Everything looks good. So it should be pretty bullish for the most part. But we'll keep watching it. Because I'm probably just going to double dip into this position, if anything. All right, I'm in profit about 1,000. Just gonna let it run for a bit. There we go, as it pushes up higher. So when it reaches this point right here, I'm gonna be in profit about 2,500. Full TP is obviously gonna be about 5,000. All right, so I pulled out of the position. I'm probably gonna hop back in though. So I'm already out in profit. Take a screenshot of my profits. And then if it retraces back down, I'll just hop back in. It's not a big deal. And this is just me using proper risk, right? Because I understand how the market moves. And I'm just hopping in and out of trades as they go. I should just held on to it. I was waiting for it to come back down for a possible retrace, but it's all good. There you go. Let me see this real quick. Nice. So here are my profits from, if it hits full TP, that's fine. I'll just be looking for some bullish scalps there, but I'm already out in profit. So I'll send you guys my profits. If you guys want to send your profits, go ahead and feel free. But yeah, no, definitely. I'll send you guys my profits right here. All right, so there we go with that retracement. I already anticipated that to happen. I'll probably hop back in when I have a chance, but yeah, here are all my profits from this morning. So I locked in about 4,000 on one account. Here's 4,323. I locked in about 1,000 on the, or sorry. So I locked in 4,323 on one account. I locked in about 3,823 on this other account that copies my trades. And then, fuck, I should hop back into this. It's okay. I'm not paying attention to it right now. That's why. And then I locked into another 1,000 over here off that trade that I was holding since Tuesday. So yeah, I'm up pretty nice for the day. I'm up about 8,000, I guess, in total for everything right here. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty solid overall. Yeah, so I'm out of this this breakout entry. I'm just gonna scalp it now moving forward. We have news coming up in about 20 or yeah, in about 15 minutes or so. So just be careful. That's why I pulled out, because we have news coming up soon. I mean, if you guys want to pull out and profit, you guys can. It's still at that same area where I pulled out. Yeah, it looks pretty solid overall. So these are my profits for my count. There. And I was trying to hop back into go to the 1 minute. Oh, this is the 1 minute. So we go to the 1 minute. This is 1 minute. Yeah, nice. So you guys did pretty good here. So let me just scroll up real quick. Yeah, you guys did pretty solid this morning. Just looking at everyone's profits here, you guys killed it. So looking at this, right? Let me scroll up. Steven locked in about 1,000 right there, 1,099. So nice work, Steven. Nice profit off that. Scroll up a little bit. Let's see, Jonathan over here, he locked in about almost 2,000 right there off that. So nice work, Jonathan, with that trade right there. The just buy that we took right now. Dimitri over here, he locked in 78. So it doesn't matter if you have a big account or a small account. He locked in 78 off that account. And then his second account over here, he locked in 124. So as you guys can see, a lot of people here locked in profit. It's not just me locking in profits here. Literally everybody is. Angela over here, she locked in about 769. Nice work, Angela. Rick over here, Rick locked in 1,697. Great work, Rick. Roland over here locked in 3,637. Amazing work, Roland. So Roland took some trades with me last night too. So he did pretty good. He's up 3,000 for the day, almost 4,000. Larkin over here locked in 4,158. Congrats to everybody here. That's crazy, guys. You guys locked in some massive profits. And we've only been online for about like 7 minutes. So great work amongst everyone here. Latasha too, she locked in 527. So if you guys have more profits you guys want to send over, go ahead and feel free, send them over to me. And then I can add them to the, to the list here, obviously. Joey over here, he locked in 1,120. So nice work, Joy. Yeah, definitely. If you guys remember Joy was like one of the first members here in K2 to get funded with, there we go, full TP right there off of, that breakout entry. For you guys, whoever, you guys have always asked for it. But yeah, no, if you guys remember Joy, he was one of the first members in K2 to get funded on FTMO last year. He literally took every trade that I called and he doubled up and he made his own like little strategy within it. And he was one of the first people to get funded in K2. So nice work, Joy. Great to see you back here. Nice profit off that. Zach over here, small account, he locked in 531. So you guys did pretty good so far. I mean, if you guys have more profits you guys want to send over to me, feel free. And then I will, I'll add you guys to the list. So let me just add the stuff here. All right. So let's give you guys another update right there with that. So full TP off of that, and I will start scalping within it now that we've hit our full TP from, that move there, obviously. So great work amongst everyone here. You guys did pretty well with all of those profits right now. Whenever people join these rooms, I try to check them to boot them to make sure they're not scammers. All right, nice. Josh too. So Josh over here is the one who created the strategy for the scalping. He made about 2,299. So nice work, Josh. Everybody here locked in profit. There's no reason for you guys to not be in profit this morning or this week. Literally all straight wins. We did have one loss for Euro USD, but that's Forex. Forex is going to move like that. But for all of our US 30 trades here, literally no losses. So no losses for US 30 at all this whole week. Even that move on Tuesday was a full TP. So yeah, no, definitely. So if you guys held on to that trade on Tuesday, there you go, full TP. So it's all about patience, guys. If you guys know what's going on in the market, you guys know how to decipher what's going on. You guys should be fine. So going back to the 10-minute over here, huge push up. Yeah, I mean, it's a bullish bias here. I'm waiting for a retracement now. So we want a retracement for it to come down slightly for an opposite signal, and then we'll catch it as it continues up higher. But yeah, no, this thing's pushing up pretty high. I'm not going to take any risky trades. There's no need for me to. I'm just going to take it as it goes. So let me just check this out real quick. Yeah, so already out of this trade, guys. It already hit full TP. So Nico, Goldie, I'm not sure if you guys missed it, but it, we just pulled out of it. It's super bullish here on the Dow 30 index. So it looks good. I should have just held on to it. I got a little greedy, unfortunately. I was trying to double dip because what I was waiting for is for price to come down and I was going to enter another buy and then just catch it. Because sometimes it does that. There's market manipulation when it's so one-sided, right? But yeah, this the market is just, it's just how it's been working here lately. Let's see, Dilraj is asking, hey, Shawn, I was wondering why you use the Forex. So Dilraj is asking, hey, Shawn, I was wondering why you use the Forex strategy less. So it's because we're market conditions right now are it's not an intraday trading market, it's a scalping market. So Del Raj was asking me why I use the 4-hour strategy less. It's because of the market conditions. If you guys can see, the market hasn't really moved very much, right? You guys can see here, there's not really much movement in the Forex market. Generally, we could have caught this move here, but this move over here would have taken like, days, if not weeks to hit TP right there. So there's just not much volatility in the Forex market. Like this would take 7 days to hit TP right there for only 34 pips. So, this is why we haven't really been using it as much. I mean, there's still entries there. It's just, there just hasn't been very much. So the strategy still works. I mean, we've still hit like all this whole month, we've hit all TPs for our Forex trades, except for this week with your USD. But if you guys can see here, the market is just really slow. Like, look at your this is supposed to move like hundreds of pips. It's only ranged like 30 pips in the past past day or so, right? It's just how the market's moving. The market isn't really volatile right now for Forex. We're in a scalping market, even for US 30 over here. It's more so, you have to understand how the market conditions are moving. So, yeah, I mean, we're still looking for some trades here. Let me turn on my alerts. So we do have a pending. We have a pending sell signal there. So we'll take a look later. Or we'll watch it. I have my alert set up so we can come back and check. So we do have news coming up in about 15 minutes. I'm not really going to trade until it's done. We got news right here. We have the pending home sales in the next 15 minutes or so, and then we can start looking for some more scalps after that. Okay, so check the Zoom real quick. Nice. Yeah, no, definitely. Paul said, held my buy on US 30 a little longer, made a quick 1K. Nice, Paul. Yeah, I wish I held on to it a little longer, but I got a little greedy. I was waiting for that retracement down before I hopped in. Paul said also gold might be in accumulation phase right now. Look at the 30-minute. So I'll take a look at gold for you guys shortly. Let me just scroll over here real quick and see if I missed anything else as we continue. Lucas is asking buy today right after news. I mean, we have a bullish bias right now, Lucas. So, the technicals here show a bullish bias here for US 30. And then the fundamentals over here show a bullish bias as well. So yeah, we're probably gonna be looking for some buys after the news in the next 15 minutes or so. I mean, if we see something here, I'll probably just enter it. The home sales is probably not going to affect the market too much. So if I see something, I'll take it. If I don't see anything, then I'm just going to hold off for a bit until I do see something. So there's no entries here off the 10-minute. Obviously, price is so far from the pivots, it's not going to come down for a while. The 3-minute over here as well, there's no opposite signal. So there's not going to be an entry here off the 3-minute. So our first option is going to be, it's obviously going to be the 1-minute over here. So this is what we'll be looking for as we continue on. So yeah, some more profits here as well. So John over here, he locked in about 4,705. Nice work, John. And then Patricia over here, she locked in 915. Nice work, Patricia off GJ. And then again, right here, her US 30 trades, she locked in 2,370. So great work, Patricia. You're doing pretty good. Just like everyone else here. You guys, nobody here should not be in profit. Literally everyone here should be in profit. Loke over here, he's up 3,375. He took 2 trades there off US 30 for those buys. He said quick scalp on the opening this morning. Now off to my real low paying job. Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely Loke. So Loke is up 3,375 this morning. Stanley here, he's up 1,390. So as you guys can see, everyone's sending the profits here in the premium group. And there's no reason for anyone to not be in profit this morning. Every trade I called this morning hit full TP. Every trade I called for this entire week hit full TP. The only loss we had was Euro USD, but it's a small loss. It was a 1% loss off Forex, so it shouldn't affect your account at all. It should have just tickled you, honestly, in that case. So Jade over here, Jade locked in 949. Nice work, Jade. Luke over here as well. Luke said first trade on my challenge account, risk management. So he locked in about $100 right there. So nice work, Luke. Yeah, so if you guys have more profits you guys want to send over to me, go ahead and send them over. And then I'll add them to the list over here. So nice work amongst everyone here. I see everyone's profit so far. As you guys can see, here's the timestamp where it says today. This is everyone's profits just from this morning, just from that one trade that I called this morning, right? Everyone's up at least 1,000 or 3,000, 4,000 if you guys had a bigger or small account. But yeah, everyone here should be in profit. There should be no reason for you not to be in profit. Here's a reverse signal right here on the 1 minute. This is fine. We want this to happen so that we can take the buy as it swings up higher. So this is cool. This is the retracement that we're waiting for. We want this to close out here. Once this closes out, then we can start looking for a buy once it switches up. Going back to the fundamentals over here, it's still very bullish. So it's just a small little retracement down. Things are starting to carry over here on the red side, but it's still very, very bullish. So we should be fine. See, we're up 200 points right now. Very, very bullish upwards. So we'll see where it goes from here. That signal didn't close, unfortunately. We're waiting for it to, but it didn't close. So that's all good. If we get an invalid signal here, that's still perfectly fine. We're just going to take it on the next buy as it swings back up higher. Kazi's asking, hey, Mr. K, I'm new here. So I wanted to ask if you do signals. If so, how much does it cost? $60 a month if you want access to the signals. Kazi, if you want access to the signal, just go to the website, k2trades.com right here. Click on K2 Premium Signals, and then you can sign up right there. It's $60 a month. We're phasing out the signals though. So the signals are just going to be live trades, like how we have live trades right here. If you want access to the real-time live trades, then you'll have access to the Zoom, where you can copy my trades exactly as I take them. Obviously, if you're here on the YouTube, there's a delay. So there's like a 5 to 10 second delay there. It's not really going to be beneficial for you if you're scalping with me on the YouTube, because I mean, it'll be beneficial, but it's going to be risky because you're going to be 5 to 10 seconds behind everyone. So, yeah, I mean, I still give out signals, but we're phasing that out. I don't really want to give out signals anymore. There's just no point with me giving out signals, because people here just come and copy my signals and they resell it on their own page, right? So there's really no point in me doing signals anymore, because people are just copying my signals and reselling them. So I'm just going to be doing live trading from now on. I'll still give signals when I see them, but my main focus isn't going to be signals anymore, because there's too many people that just go into the signals, they sign up, they copy all the signals that I send out, and they just resell them to their page, or they sell them to another page, which is annoying, but whatever. They can only do that for so long. And once I stop doing signals, they're not going to have any good signals to send out anymore. So I'm not doing that. I'm not planning on doing the signals anymore. No, not really, Emmanuel. Emmanuel said, no, signals are good. Learning and live way better. Yeah, no, live is way better, but signals, yeah. No, I agree with you. Sorry, Emmanuel. I read your thing wrong. Emmanuel said, no, signals are no good. I agree with you 100%, because you guys don't learn anything from the signals, right? I send out the signals and you guys take the trades blindly and don't understand what's going on. I'd rather teach you guys so that you guys actually know what we're doing here, and that you guys can trade on your own. So, yeah, Kazi, if you want to sign up for the signals, don't expect like a lot of signals to be sent out, but you'll have access to the live sessions where you can copy the trades live so that you could actually see what we're doing and you can follow along. See, Ken over here sent me his profits. Ken locked in 485. So nice work, Ken. Yeah, if you guys have more profits you guys want to send over to me, just send them over and I'll add you guys to the list. But you guys are doing pretty good. Just looking at everyone's profits this morning, all blue for everyone here. Ken up 500, Luke up $100, Jade up 1,000 almost, Stanley up 1,300, Loke up 3,300, Patricia up 2,370, John up 4,700. It's a big profit right there. Josh up 2,299, no losses, right? Zach over here as well, 531. Joy up 1,100. Latasha up 527. Larkin up 4,158. Roland up 3,637. Rick up 1,697. Angela up 769. Dimitro up 121. His other account up $78. Jonathan up 1,900. Stephen up 1,996. Cheryl up almost 5,000. Alan up about 2,000. Larkin again, his other account up 1,000 right there. Romano up 239. Javier up 463. And then myself, I'm up, or actually I have more profits here. I'm gonna send this over. Yeah, I'm up about 8,000 for the day in total for all of my accounts because I have 4,000 here. It's about 4 right there. I got 3,000 here, almost 4,000. That's about 8,000 right there. And then again, I have another 1,000 here. So I'm up about 9 for the day so far. So we're doing pretty good. Yeah, no problem, Kazi. Yeah, I'm here mostly to teach guys. I want you guys to actually learn, be self-efficient, trade on your own. Because the thing is, I can give you guys good signals all the time, right? It's easy because I do this every day. You guys can watch all my live sessions. Literally all the trades I call almost always hit. But I actually want you guys to learn what I'm doing here so that you guys can do it yourself. So that if I decide to go on vacation, you guys can still trade. But I do trade every day. So if you guys want to go back and rewatch all my live sessions, I've been trading live for the past 3 years now, every day. So if you guys want to go back, just go on the YouTube. Yeah, just go on the YouTube channel. I'll pull it up for you real quick for the new people here. This is for the new people. If you guys are wondering, if K2 is legit or not, or if I know how to trade, just go to the website here, K or the YouTube, go to videos. And I've been trading live for like the past 3 years, every single day. So you can see how I trade, see how, transparent I am here. You can see when I call trades, when I hit profit, when I show my profit, literally everything here is documented. So you guys can see how I trade every single day. It's the same process every day. But yeah, other than that, there's no entries here off US 30. I'm still waiting for that opposite signal. That's mainly what I'm waiting for, guys. I'm waiting for the opposite signal this way, and then I'm going to catch the buy as it swings back up over here. But we don't have that yet, right? Price is just consolidating. It's slowly going down until it swings back up. So that's pretty much what we're waiting for here. Kazi's asking, will I be able to learn just by watching the live sessions? I mean, you should be able to, because I do the same thing every day. So you just need to figure out, well, you don't have to figure out anything. You just have to watch and listen, pay attention. So yeah, I mean, if you want to learn, I mean, you can't apply it because you don't have the indicators, right? If you want the indicators, you go on the website, k2trades.com, click on K2 strategy course right here, and you'll learn everything from here. Like everything's more straightforward here. But if you watch the live sessions, you can still learn it. You just can't apply it because you don't have the indicators. So you can learn as you're going, but if obviously if you want to take it to the next level and trade on your own, then you would need the indicators that I created over here. Let's see. Kenny's asking what got you into trading. So what got me into trading was this is kind of personal, like with my dad. My dad had a renal disease. So he had kidney failure in both of his kidneys. He needed money to get a surgery, right? So I got into trading. I made the money. Unfortunately, my dad passed away last month. So he didn't get that surgery that he needed, but I did make enough money to pay for his surgery if he needed it. So that's what really got me into trading. But also I had a lot of student loans because I'm a lawyer. If you guys are familiar, like I'm an attorney. So I had a lot of student loans to pay for. So, I mean, I could pay for my student loans, and I had like almost like 400,000 in student loans. And I've been pretty good with trading for the past couple years now. So I've made enough to cover all my law school student loans and college student loans. And that's pretty much, there's two big factors for me to get like really good at trading. It was more so to help out my family, and then also to help out myself because I had a ton of student loans to pay for. But yeah, no, thanks guys. Definitely appreciate it. I know I didn't really tell you guys about that until recently. It's only because my dad's funeral is going to be next week. So it was just, sudden. My dad had a terminal disease. So his time was limited, and I tried to extend his time by getting his surgeries done. But I did make enough to get his surgeries done, but because of COVID happened, he couldn't travel to get his surgeries done overseas. So unfortunately, it didn't work out as we planned, but that's pretty much how I got into trading. Yeah, thanks guys, appreciate it. So guys, looking at US 30 right here, we have an opposite signal. The next one is if we get a buy signal here, we'll be taking that for a buy. But I'm glad that like everything kind of played out the way it did, because if I didn't have those goals to reach in mind, I would have never gotten this good at trading, obviously within such a short period of time. And definitely, guys, appreciate it. Appreciate it. So we're looking for this right here, this buy signal for a possible entry here. All right, we're just waiting for this to close here. If this closes as a buy signal, then we'll take this for a buy, for a little buy scalp. So let's see, we got about 30 seconds left on this right here. Let's see. So we got about 19 seconds left here. Actually, yeah, we do have news coming up soon. So we'll try to get in and out of this trade really quickly. We got about 7 seconds left here. If I enter this, I'm probably gonna get in and out real quick. All right, so I'm in the trade right here. I'm probably gonna pull out quickly though as it shoots up, because we do have news coming up shortly. I don't have a stop loss, guys. I have a mental stop loss here. And I'll be waiting for this to play out. So I'm watching it right here. Set an alert there just to follow it when it does push up. All right, cool. So we're just waiting for that to push up right now. We have news coming up in about 2 minutes. This is going to be a little risky. But obviously the fundamentals still show a bullish bias here, right? So I'm not too worried about it, not like about it going up, because I think it's going to keep pushing up. It's just the news is going to come up shortly, and it's going to, obviously it's going to affect the market slightly. So I'm in profit about 500, trying to close out soon as it pushes up a little higher. Yeah, I should have just pulled out when it was up, because the news is going to happen soon. All right, news is coming in about 40 seconds. So we'll see where it goes from here. It's coming down slightly. I don't have a stop loss, just a reminder, guys. My area of breaking point is going to be somewhere around there. So there's just areas here that I'm looking out for my mental stop losses. It's going to be around those areas, but I'll keep watching it. I mean, obviously it's very bullish right now, so it's definitely going to have to keep pushing up slightly, even for an extended period, not very long, but it's still up 200 points. So I'm going to hold on to it. Even if it pulls down slightly, I'm going to keep holding on to it, because I know it's going to swing back up, at least to hit this TP. So just keep that in mind, guys. All right, news is happening right now. Obviously, this might be due to the news. It's just coming down a little bit. Looking at this right here. Yeah, no, this looks good for the most part right here. So it still looks pretty bullish to me overall. So I'm not really too worried about it. I'm just going to let it be and then let it continue on. It might take some time for it to swing up because there is news happening right now. So let's see the pending home sales. Damn, it was way more negative than we thought it would be. So the pending home sales right here, it was I mean, it ended up being like they're forecasting 0.06, but it went down to like negative 4.4. So it looks like a lot of people aren't buying houses right now. So I'm still holding on to it, guys. I'm probably just gonna keep holding on to it. I'm not gonna close it out at all, because I think it's gonna come back up eventually. So just keep that in mind if you guys are holding on to this trade. I took a half lot size. I think, let me check. I gotta check my MT4. I think I took a half lot size because I had a feeling it was gonna be risky because of the news. I could have closed it up here. I was up at like 700. I didn't close it though, because I was waiting for it to actually trigger so that I can know how to pull out, but it's okay. I'm still holding on to it here. Reason for that is because the fundamentals still show a strong bullish move here. There's a couple of red stocks here, but they're not enough to really outweigh the the movement right now. So I'm holding on to mine as we continue on further into the session. me see. I don't think it's at an all-time high right now, right? Yeah, so I'm still holding on to it, guys. Just keep in mind, I didn't close mine out. I still have it open. This might come here and then it just might shoot all the way up. The news just happened and it was bad news, so it probably pushed it down slightly, but I think overall it's going to come back up. So I'm still holding it right here. It's still pretty bullish overall for everything else. The 10 minutes pretty bullish, 3 minutes pretty bullish. It's just a small little retracement down to the obviously the downside. It could be news driven. I mean, who knows? We really don't know what's causing the drop right here, but the fundamentals are still very bullish. So that's why I'm not really too worried about it. That's why if you guys are going to take risky trades, you guys have to use proper risk for something like this that could possibly happen. I mean, there's no guarantee it's like something like this won't happen. So just keep that in mind. Plus the news is coming up. So that's probably a bad idea for me to enter right then and there. I should just wait until after, but it's all good. I'm still holding it right now because I do think it's going to come back up. So let's see. I don't think it's at all-time high, is it? No, it's not even close. All-time high is like way up there. So it's right down the middle right now, which is fine with me over here. You go sit on the black sheep because I followed you this time. Yeah, no, definitely. I did forget about the news. Sorry, guys. That was my bad. I did forget about the news. So, and thanks for everyone's condolences. I just saw everyone's messages here. Yeah, no, definitely. That's what keeps me going, guys. Like really trading is kind of what keeps me going because it kind of got me to this point, and it wants me to keep pushing even harder. So that's why I got so good at trading because I mean, this is my livelihood now. I quit my job as an attorney last year. So if you guys remember, I was actually trading with you guys the day I left my job. It was funny because a lot of people were sad that they were getting laid off from work, but I was actually really happy because I actually wanted to get, I needed a reason to leave my firm because I couldn't just leave, or you get like blackballed in the space, because I like where I'm located, all the firms know each other. So if you just leave like that, you kind of leave a bad taste in the mouth and let everybody else know, like, don't hire this guy. So yeah, but I'm still in this trade right now, guys. Just keep in mind, I'm still in this trade as we hold on to it because the fundamentals over here are still pretty green. We probably should wait until after the news. That's why I took a smaller lot size and I'm just going to hang on to it because it's going to come up. Look at how big, look how far it's up right now. It's still up like 220 points. So the bias is still bullish. It's just going to take some time for this to continue pushing. All right, so back on the 1 minute over here. So it's starting to swing back up just like I thought right there, right? It's starting to come all the way back up. So I'm leaving it as is and we'll follow through with it. So there you go. It's going right back up to where we thought it would be. Frostbite's asking, what kind of law do you do? I did civil defense. I was a civil defense attorney for a corporate firm. So I basically defended like corporations and stuff whenever they got sued. But yeah, that was kind of law that I did before. I mean, obviously I don't practice law anymore, but I still have my law degree if I ever do want to go back to law, which might be the case. Once K2 moves towards a prop firm side of things, I can probably open my own law firm. Since I don't have to like focus on trading as much, since you guys will be trading for me once we start, the K2 capital here. And so Lucas said, so sorry, bro. My grandpa passed not too long ago and he got me into trading. Nice, Lucas. Yeah, no, definitely. Sorry about your loss too. Yeah, sorry for everyone's loss here. It looks like a lot of people here had some losses this year or sometime recent. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy how life works, This thing's playing around. So, I mean, it's going to come back up eventually. I'm not worried about it at all, but it is kind of just bouncing around too much. The fundamentals here are still very bullish. I'm not too worried about it at all. It's going to swing back up eventually. Just going to take some time. Let me see if there's any other news here. I don't think the Fed's speaking today, so we might be okay. Yeah, natural gas storage is at 7:30, which is fine. It's light news. The only news that was really affecting it would have been the pending home sales right here. But other than that, it should come back up. But no, definitely, I agree with you guys. We probably should wait until after the news. That was my bad. It was an impulsive move by me there. And this is why I shouldn't be trading when there's news going on, because you guys see how impulsive I am, right? I entered that trade without really thinking about it, kind of just hopped into it. And I forgot to check for news, even though I knew news was coming up. So it's all good. Yeah, Stanley, it's gonna have to come back up. I'm not worried about it at all. It's holding on to it. So the reason I think it's going to come back up is because here on the 10-minute, it's still pretty bullish. It's very bullish on the 10-minute, and it's very bullish on the 3-minute. It's only kind of coming down on the 1-minute, but the 1-minute's all noise anyways. So it's not really a big deal. Main concern here would probably be the 3-minute over here and the 10-minute. So, I mean, it's just a waiting game at this point. We just have to wait for it to swing back up, which, it will eventually. It's just going to take some time before it does. Trying to figure out what's up with my MT4 over here. MT4 looks frozen. So weird. Yeah, my MC4 is frozen. There we go. Log back in. Okay, there we go. And I hate how MT4 does that. I can't really, okay, no, I'm fine. All right. Yeah, so I just had to reset my MT4. I don't know why I did that. It like literally froze on me. I don't know, it's my internet connection. Okay, no, it's fine. It's back. All right, guys. So yeah, just looking at US 30 over here, we'll be following with any other possible entries here. So I'm still holding on to it, guys. I don't have a stop loss set for this right now. Obviously, my breaking point is going to be somewhere down here. So that's what I'll be looking for. Well, I mean, if price ever comes below here, then yeah, I'm going to close out, because this is all that I'm willing to lose with this specific trade. But since I know it's going to come back up, I'm not really expecting it to come this far down. I'm expecting it to swing back up, with time. So just looking at the fundamental side over here, it's still pretty green. So I'm not really worried at all that's dropping like that, because the fundamentals are going to carry over. This is just a small drop, probably based, the news kind of affected it a little bit, causing it to drop shortly because the news was so negative. Looking at the home sales over here, pending home sales, so previously it was negative, or no, it wasn't even negative. It was 1.7. They're predicting it to be a little smaller, but it was very negative. It was actually negative 4.4. So this is probably what caused, the unusual spike in price, which, I mean, we really don't know what's causing the unusual spike in price. It could just be market manipulation as well, where there's probably too many buyers and they're just trying to stop people out. But looks like the retail traders are on the short side still. So this is even better for us. I'd rather have retail traders on the short side and then us on the long side, because obviously market usually goes opposite of what everyone else is doing. JC's asking why you're not using MT5. I mean, MT5 and MT4 are the same thing. So there's not really much different there. MT5 is a little updated, but I've been using MT4, so there's no point in me switching over. Because if I switch over, I had to request a new account, and I can't trade for maybe a week or so. There's really no point. It doesn't make a huge difference, because this application is the same thing. I could just log into MT5 if I wanted to. I mean, there's an option here to switch to MT5, but it's pretty much the same thing. So there's no reason for me to. unless I needed to. Peter's asking, how's the Tesla? I think you said it, you had it rewrapped. Yeah, no, it's super bright. Peter, I don't know if I have a picture for that. Let me check if I could find. Actually, I don't think I have one over here. Yeah, Surin said his MT5 didn't freeze, only his MT4. Yeah, no, I mean, it happens. It's I mean, it doesn't happen to me very often, but it does happen every so often, once in a while. Yeah, I don't know if I have a picture of the Tesla right now. Peter, I'll show you if I could find it. Yeah, it's pretty blinding, bro. It's super. Steven said he wants to buy a jetpack. Yeah, no, definitely. All right, this is pushing up now as we thought. It's doing exactly what we thought would happen. Yeah, let me see if I could find the. I should have some pictures here. There we go with that buy signal. Let's see. Got a lot of pictures of my dogs. All right, we're just waiting for it to swing up, guys. I mean, this is why we're not really doing much right now because we're just waiting for it to play out from here. But yeah, here I could probably send this over to myself. See if I get it sent over. There we go. Yeah, send it over to me somewhere. People are asking me, what broker do we use? Can we use FTMO? I used to go away from my personal, but I don't really use it as much anymore. I mostly just use FTMO for the most part. All right. Let's see, it's downloading. Yeah, once this is done download, I'll send it. I'll show you guys. So we're just waiting for this right here, guys. If you guys want to, this is actually another snipe entry right here. I mean, a 1 minute scalp. So if anyone wants to enter it late, this is another late entry right there. And it's about to hit TP. So let's see. Yeah, so this is what the card looks like now, Peter. There you go. So full TP off that right there. Whoever took that 1 minute, it just hit TP. So if you guys took that, I'll just give you guys an update for whoever caught it. And then I'll show you the card now, Peter. So let's see, full TP off that. Just giving you guys updates here for whoever is trying to cash these. But yeah, Peter, so this is what the card looks like now. It used to be pretty blue before, but now it's like super blue. Obviously, you can tell right there. I just got my wheels fixed off of that. But yeah, I mean, you can see from here how blue it is, right? It's pretty blinding. If you look at it, this is like when it's cloudy, when it was raining this day. So it was pretty cloudy. But if you look at it in the direct sun, it's like literally like a mirror on the yeah, when the sun hits, it's like literally just like so bright. But yeah, that's the color that I switched it to. It's now profit chrome blue. It's like legit profit chrome blue now. Because if you guys are wondering why I got this blue color, it's to match my profits right here. So see how this blue right here for MT4? See how it's profit blue? That's the same color, right? That's why I got that color on my car. You know, only some people will understand. Only some people will understand what it means. But yeah, that's a 10 lot blue right there. So if you're looking for some K2 lots, these are some K2 lots right there. and all my trades over here, all 10 lots. That's what it looks like, right? Same color. But yeah, that's the new blue that I got put on there, Peter. I'm like debating if I should get on my next car because I'm looking at another car right now, looking at either McLaren or I mean, there's a couple other cars that I want. I either want a 720S or I want a Huracan or I want an R8. So I don't know, we'll see. You guys will see. If I get a new car, you guys will see. I'll show you guys within the next couple months or so. But yeah. So Lucas said, yeah, my MT4 lags. I want to switch to MT5, but I like the charts on MT4 better. Yeah, I'm too used to MT4, so that's why I don't switch over to MT5. I mean, I have to go and relearn an entire platform, so I just stick with MT4 for now. Yeah, no, definitely, Peter. Yeah, no, I was looking at I actually want a 911 GT3S. It's it's one of their, it's like their racing model. That's what I'm looking at as well. That's like one of the more classic cars where it's like you said, it's more reliable, and I can probably sell it for more like a little later. Yeah, no, exactly, Lucas. That's I agree with you too. I definitely want the 720S. The R8 was something that I always wanted before, so it might just be like my fun car. Might get an older model and then just make it super fast. But yeah, I mean the 720 is going to happen. I'm going to get that eventually. You guys already know I've been talking about that for the the past year or so. That's definitely going to be the new goal. Yeah, Kenny's asking if I ever thought about having K2 merch. Yeah, no, definitely. I actually have a lot of these shirts, like these shirts right here, these K2 shirts. I have this, and then I have it in white. I was supposed to sell them, but I just don't have time because I'll figure out a way to just automate it. Because I know there's a way you can automate it here on YouTube, where you guys can just get it straight from YouTube. And then that's probably where we'll do that, because I just don't have time. Like obviously, I'm more focused on my trading rather than selling stuff. So well, I mean, we'll see where it goes from there. But yeah, at some point it will will be available. Chapor said, should put on your plate US 3010. No, exactly, Chapor. I mean, my next plate, well, my next plate is going to be Shawn K2, because on my plate here, it already says K2 trades. I have K2 trades on my current plates right here. I think I have a video of that too. Yeah, on my current plate, it already says K2 trades, but for my next plates, it's going to say Shawn K2. And then for my next car, because I'm probably going to get two cars. The car after that, it's going to be K2 US 30 or something like that, because that's all I trade. So that's all that really represents K2 for the most part. All right, man, market's kind of slow right now. We don't have any entries here. I'm still looking for a possible entry. If you guys can see, I'm literally just waiting, but there hasn't been an entry yet. So we're just waiting for it to push up so that we can have another entry. We actually had one right there that hit full TP, but we're looking for the next one here. So if you guys are wondering what we're doing here, we're just waiting for an entry. There hasn't been an entry yet, and we're just waiting for it to swing back up. Looking at the fundamental side, it's still pretty bullish here. Obviously, you can see it's super bullish. So I still think it's going to come back up. It's just a matter of time. It's going to bounce around before it does, but eventually it's going to swing back up. So yeah, see, my plates already have K2 on it. I have K2 on the plates, but on the next car, it's going to be, I think this was the old color. This was before I got it re-wrapped. So this was the blue wrap before. So it was kind of blue, but it wasn't like blinding blue, right? It was just normal blue. So I already got the plates on there, but obviously, obviously from other cars, it's going to be like Shawn K2 and then K2 US 30. And this is how we get new members, right? If we get new members here from my area, it's because they see my plate everywhere. Like you can't miss this car. This car's so bright. Like literally, it's impossible for you to miss this car if you see it on the freeway or if you see it, I mean, anywhere really. So yeah, that was the old wrap. You can see here this blue and the other blue they're different. So you guys can see this was a lighter, it was still pretty bright, but it wasn't as bright as this. Now this is like super bright. But yeah, no, I mean, those are goals for us to reach within the next couple months or so. All right, man, this US 30 is playing around like way too much today. I'm still holding on to it, just waiting for it to swing back up. And then, I don't know, maybe hop out of it. This, yeah, the market right now is just way too, it's not really moving. It's weird. Like you'd expect it to move up because if you look at the fundamentals over here, it's straight green, right? So it's up like, let's see how many points. The actual index is up 200 points. So you'd expect it to keep pushing up higher and higher. Volume is kind of low, but you expect it to keep pushing up higher and higher. It's going to push up higher and higher. It's, you know, it's a matter of time. It's just going to take some time for it to do that. I think what they're doing right now is they're trying to trap in some sellers. So obviously you can see right here, there is more retail that is on the sell side, right? So there's 58% of retail traders on IG who are selling US 30 right now. So what I think they're doing is they're just kind of luring people into some sells. They're like, oh, we're going to drop. So they want people to enter some sells, but then when you least expect it, it's just going to skyrocket all the way up. They're just trying to trap some sellers in here, people who don't really know what they're doing. Because, so for example, here, if you're looking at this looks like it's in a downtrend, right? And that's what they want you to think. That's why you have to like tie fundamentals with the technical side here. Because right here, it looks like it's in a downtrend, right? So people are entering sells right here thinking, oh, it's going to drop. It's going to have to drop, right? That's not what's going to happen because the fundamentals over here are all green. So the thing is, if you don't know how to look at these fundamentals, you're like, oh, it's going to have to drop because it looks like this here, right? That's probably wrong because the fundamentals are stronger than the technical. So if the fundamentals are showing a green push, like a bullish push, then this is just a trap here. They're just trapping people as it comes down. And then once they get enough sellers, then it's just going to spike all the way up to stop everybody out, right? Because that's just how the market works. If you guys have been trading for a while, I'm sure you guys have got into a trade, and then as soon as you enter, it reverses on you, right? And you're like, damn, what happened? It was probably because you didn't look at the fundamentals to see where the actual move was going to be going. Because this is all temporary, and we're also on the 1 minute right here. So this isn't really, this is like a lot of noise, just a lot of noise going on here before it goes to where it's supposed to go. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are wondering what we're waiting for here and why I anticipate this to be a buy. Also, it's a buy here on the 10 minute. It's also rejecting off the pivot right here. So it can easily bounce off this point right here as well, off the 10 minute, right? So that's going to be the 10 minute right there. And then same with the 3 minute over here. It's probably coming down to bounce off this pivot right here so that it can go all the way back up. So I'm not too worried about this position, guys. Like I mentioned, I took a decent lot size, so I can hold on to it for as long as I want, really, for it to come back up until the end of the session for the most part. But, you know, we'll see. So let me just scroll up real quick, see if I missed anything over here. Emmanuel said, when is a good time to stop trading US 30 on the New York Stock Exchange? Just want people's opinions. I generally stop trading around, if there's no news, then I stop trading around 10 a.m. If there is news, I usually stop trading before news. Unfortunately, I didn't even follow my own rules. I enter this trade here when news is happening, when I probably shouldn't have. But I mean, it happens, you know, it's just, I took the trade right there and then it kept going from that point. But yeah, so here's Cheryl. She made about 5,912 right here. So she did pretty good over there. Let's see. Well, Slava over here, he's up 3,875. Yeah, Alt is asking about the RSI, which is very high on many time frames. That could have been it too. The RSI does work for certain things like this, like US 30, because it could be overbought, oversold. But yeah, no, definitely. Slava here, he's up 4,554. So nice work, Slava. You did pretty good off that too. Nice. He went to RSQ8. Oh, definitely. I'm looking at the Eurus as well. I might get a Eurus for a bit. Let's see. Kyle said Honda Civic hatchback 92 with a K24 block, K2 head turbo. Damn, I don't know any of that shit, Kyle, but you definitely know your stuff about cars. So I'll trust you on that one. All right, Charlo here, she's up 7,000 for the day. So all you guys are doing pretty good for the day so far. Like I mentioned with US 30 over here, it's just going to be a waiting game. It's not really going to move very much. We have a lot of time in between, and we'll just keep watching for it. I just don't have any entries available for you guys right now because of how it's moving. It's not really moving that smoothly at the moment. But it's eventually going to swing back up. So let's see. I just saw your guys' messages over there in the K2 room. Yeah, and I got to get you guys all that too. Yeah, I'm reading our admin chat over here. Yeah, I gotta send you guys some gear, guys, some shirts at least. All right, so we're still waiting for this here, guys. Same situation as I mentioned the last 5 minutes ago. Price, it's what I see happening here is that they're just trying to trap sellers in. They're trying to lure sellers into the market before it spikes all the way up. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm just waiting because everything over here is still pretty green. As long as the fundamentals are still green, that's going to give me peace of mind that it's going to swing back up because Boeing is up 9 points. This is a heavy hitter right here. So Boeing is up 9 points. Goldman Sachs is up almost 5 points. Honeywell's up 3 points. This already outweighs all of the red stocks over here. So as you can see right here, it's only down like maybe 3 points. So overall over here, it's up still about 200 points. So it's fine with me. I'm just waiting for this to play through with it as we watch right here. So it's just the community. It's literally just gonna be a waiting game, guys. I'm just chilling for a second, just waiting for it to play through. We're just Frostbite mentioned NASDAQ 100 and US 30 also always seem to go in the opposite directions. The reason for that is because they're totally different indexes. Frostbite, NASDAQ is the top 100 stocks, the top 100 tech stocks in the US. So for that, they're completely different stocks. US 30 is the top overall 30 stocks in the US. So these companies are way different than the NASDAQ. Sometimes they overlap, and sometimes the companies in the NASDAQ will be subsidiary companies of US 30 companies. But for the most part, they're totally different beasts. NASDAQ is mostly tech stocks. So if the tech market's doing well, it'll go up. Vice versa with the US 30, it's not really that many tech stocks. If you look at the index over here, it's the big name companies, right? Like Walmart, JP Morgan, Caterpillar, Boeing, Amgen, stuff like that. And that's why they move different, because they're totally different indexes. Neptune mentioned that IG is 58% short, which is fine. I mean, as long as more people are on the short side, that's completely fine, because we'd rather be trading on the opposite side anyways. So this would technically, no, this wouldn't be an entry there. See. Yeah, no, I mean, it's fine that the IG sentiment is on the short side, because we want to do the opposite of them anyways. So my main concern is probably just going to be the fundamentals. If the fundamentals are still good, then the technical should follow eventually. I mean, it'll be a matter of time, but it should continue to follow. So just looking at this here, I mean, basically Boeing could cover the entire red stocks of the Dow 30. Because the red stocks right here, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red stocks, but they're only down like, one's down like, this probably be 1 point, and then this would be 3 or 4 points. So 9 points minus that, it's still going to be in the green. So I just got to wait for it. Let's see, another question here. Mitchell's asking, did you make money off that move? Which move are you talking about, Mitchell? Sorry, I just saw your message right now, so I'm not sure what you're referring to. because I made profit off all the other moves, but I've been holding on to this one. So I'm still in this one right now. Short team's asking, are you still in the trade? And if so, how much are you down? I'm only down like less than 5% right now, maybe 3% at this point. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not down that much, like 3%. I can go up to like 10%. So I could literally go down to like way down here. If I needed to hold on to it, I could, because the thing is, I'm already up for FTMO. So I have on top of that, I could literally lose like 15% to reach my daily max loss, which is fine if that need be the case, but I can, if that's the case, I can hold on to it to like down here, short scene, which I don't think it's going to come all the way down here. It's just me holding it until it swings back up where I think it's going to go. So I'm only down like maybe less than 3% right now, which is not a big deal because I'm already up. I was up like 5% for the day. So I'm still up for the day, net positive. And now it's swinging back up. So I'm probably like at 2% now. It's not really it's not a big drop in percentage points. All right, so here we go. It's just consolidating. Now market's just going to play with us for the next, I don't know, next amount of time. Michael's asking, how come you think it will go up? Or Mitchell, did you listen to anything that I literally just explained why I thought it was going to go up. So I'm not sure if you've been listening or if you haven't, but there's a lot of reasons here because it's bullish here on the 10-minute. It's bullish on the 3-minute. The fundamentals are bullish. So I don't know, what does this indicate to you? Does this indicate it's going to go up or it's going to go down? Because if the fundamentals show that it's bullish, what do you think is going to happen with the technicals? The technicals are bullish right now. So it's just temporarily going down. So I'm not sure if you've been following, like I've been going over this for like the past like 2 hours now, Mitchell. So I'm not sure if you were following, but yeah, I mean, that's the reason why it's bullish on the technical side. It's also bullish on the fundamental side. The main thing with this is that this is just the 1 minute. Are you like, do you know that's on the 1 minute? Because the 1 minute, there's a lot of noise. And I already explained earlier too. I mean, if you want me to go deeper into it, I mean, you can rewind the replay if you want, but I already went over it. This is just, it's a trap right here. They're trapping retail traders because obviously right here, there's like 58% of people who are short. Majority of people don't do well in trading, right? So what do you think the market's going to do here? It's trapping sellers into entering here. And then once it has enough sellers here, it's just going to spike all the way up. So yeah, I'm not sure if you've been following Mitchell, but I kind of went over this like for the past couple hours or so. So I mean, you might have missed it. You might have just hopped onto this session right now, but I've been explaining this for like the past like hour or 2 hours now, why we think it's going to go up. Let me check my messages real quick. All right, so we're just waiting for this. Oh, okay, no, you're fine, Mitchell, because I was wondering, because I saw your message earlier, so I wasn't sure if you were following from this morning. No, you're good, Mitchell. I didn't realize that you just hopped in. I thought you were been on the session from earlier. But yeah, I mean, you could even analyze it yourself if you know what to look for. The technical show a bullish move here. It's bullish on the 3-minute, bullish on the 10-minute. The fundamentals here are bullish. The retail traders are bearish. So we're doing the opposite of what they're doing. And we're going with what the market's giving us. So that's why we're waiting for it to swing up. Yeah, no, definitely. Joey said it's going to fly. Yeah, I agree too. Let's see. Big Thoughty's asking, does daily and overall reset if you get close to it? No, it doesn't reset it. I mean, if you pass your max loss, you lose your account. Big Thoughty, I'm not sure if you're talking about the same thing. I don't know if you're familiar with what I'm referring to, but it doesn't reset. It just I mean, it resets the next day, but it doesn't reset just because you get close to it. And I'm talking about FTMO, so I'm not sure if you're familiar with FTMO or whatever, any other funding company, it's all the same thing, but yeah, it doesn't just reset just because you get close to it. It resets at the end of the day or at the end of the end of your month if you end up doing a payout. like once you're funded. So short team's also asking, Shawn, what's your view about Michael Burry with the oh, his short on Tesla? Yeah, no, that's pretty crazy. I don't know, because the thing is weird. It's like whenever people try to go up against Elon Musk, he finds a way to swing it back up. Like there was a lot of people shorting Tesla, like I think last year, and he just kept pushing up higher and higher, right? He just kept manipulating the market. So personally, I don't know about what he about what can happen with that. I mean, obviously he's going to have some sort of effect on the market, but I don't know if it's going to really drop like that much. And I don't even know where his short set at. Do you know where his short set at for price? Because I don't know where his strike price is at, but that's a pretty big, like that's crazy. 53 billion. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting move for Tesla to see what happens with that. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens from here. Because during the summer, that's usually where a lot of cars are sold for Tesla. Like I bought my Model X last July, and it took me a long time. Like I had to pre-order that like 6 weeks in advance, or maybe like 3 months in advance to get the newer model. So we'll we'll see what happens from there. Yeah, and Dave over here said he's got enough money to spike it down first and push it back up. I agree. I could see that happening for Tesla. Joey said, look at the 4 hour, just a pullback from the big move up. Yeah, I could see that too, Joey. Yeah, so it was a big spike up right here, and it's just retracing slightly. You can see it happens a lot actually. So like for example, right here, it shoots up, retracement, and then it shoots up even higher. Same situation right here, shoots up, retracement, and it shoots up even higher. So I'm not really too worried about it right now, especially because everything is still pushing to the upside. So looking at this over here, I mean, the fundamentals are still showing a bullish move. That's the main thing. So the main thing that I'm really concerned with is going to be the fundamentals, because if the fundamentals start to change, and that's where it starts to get a little iffy. But if they still show one-sided, then I'm still expecting it to continue up higher. Because the thing is, people are trying to buy the reversal, right? A lot of people like to counter trend trade. So what they do is they basically try to catch it as it swings the opposite way. But right here, the fundamentals are still pushing in one direction. So it's just going to be a matter of time. I mean, it's going to take some time, but like I mentioned, matter of time here. So, I mean, all we can really do is just wait at this point, because right here, you can see even on the 1 minute, it's just consolidating. It's just going sideways. It's probably going to go sideways, and then all of a sudden it's just going to spike all the way up. That's what I see happening here. So we'll see where it goes from here. Let me check the 15-minute real quick. Oops. Let's get this price point over here. Just want to see what it looks like on the 15 over here. So trying to see where this thing lines up with this here. Yeah, I mean, I'll just keep watching it right here. I'm just gonna mark this up on my own chart to see. I just want to keep track of like where stuff is going, so that I don't miss the movement here. Okay, so yeah, I just marked this up right here to see where this like flat line area is, because it's just consolidating sideways, just so I can identify, when price gets too far below. But here we go. It's trying to swing up, it looks like. Or it looks better on my MT4 actually. On my MT4, it looks like it's flatlined pretty nice off this area. So we'll wait and see where it goes from here. Just going back to everything that I analyzed earlier, it's still pretty, it's doing the same thing here on the 3 minute, right? It's basically just flatlined around this area, expecting it to possibly swing up at that point. See if there's any zones here on the 10 minute, nothing there. Same situation over here. It just looks like it flatlined right there. So we'll see where it goes from here. All right. It's just going to go sideways for a bit. Try to see what I'm missing over here. Sorry guys, I'm just like, I'm getting really impatient with this stupid trade right here. I just kind of want to I wanted to spike up already so I can just close out on profit and probably just call. The market has been so weird this week. It's been Monday was good, Tuesday was really slow, yesterday was kind of slow, and then today was kind of quick in the beginning, but then it died down all of a sudden right here. Like you can see right here, it's super directional, retraced down a little bit, and then now it's just going sideways. So it's kind of weird because we're in the middle of New York session, so you'd expect it to actually move. And it's only 7 o'clock. So you'd expect it to move a little bit, but it hasn't really moved at all since then. I mean, it's just been going sideways for, let's see, for almost 30 minutes now. 40 minutes, maybe almost an hour. So for almost an hour, it's just been going sideways, and just getting impatient to get out of this trade. But anyways, let me just go back to my analysis over here again. So everything here looks fine. Everything that I marked up, it still looks pretty bullish right here. Nice rejection off this point here. And then same situation here. If we get this buy signal, it's probably going to swing all the way up. Looking at the fundamentals again, the fundamentals are starting to weaken a little bit. It's not as strong as it was initially, but it's still pretty strong. So Boeing was up like 10 points earlier. Now it's only up 8 points. So it's starting to lose its strength, sort of, not really, but sort of. But overall, it's still pretty bullish. So, you know, looking at it here, it's still up nearly 200 points. So it's fine. It's just going to go sideways for a bit. But everything else looks pretty fine to me. Looking at the index over here, retail traders are still on the short side. There's less people on that side over here. TK said, yeah, no, Nick, I agree with you too. It does look like it's prepping for a big push. 2K said, my fault, Shawn. Every time I trade with you, the market plays around. Sorry, man. It's all good, bro. It's just the market has been like this whole week. The OPEX expiration I think the OPEX options are like expiring this month too. I think that's what Jeff was saying previously. So there's I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that's causing markets to go like this. The Fed was speaking like almost every day this week, as it's been this whole month. Unemployment claims yesterday, or this morning actually. And then some news this morning as well. It started dropping when this news came out, the pending home sales. It was, I mean, it was way farther down than it predicted. So that might have had an effect on it. And there's a lot of things that could have an effect on this. But overall, the fundamentals are still showing for a buy here. So not really worried at all for this. I don't know, Mitchell. I don't trade patterns. So if you want to send over a chart, we can take a look at it. But I don't trade patterns at all. So if you want to draw it up yourself and then we can take a look, we can do that. But I'm not going to draw it and then act like I know what I'm doing, because that's what a lot of people do, right? If you ask someone a question, they act like they try to act like they know what they're doing. But I'm going to be real with you. I don't trade patterns at all. So I'm not going to go and try to draw a pattern for a bullish flag. Because that could be it. I mean, it could be a bullish flag, but I have no idea because I don't trade patterns at all. Billionaire Mindset said full moon equals buys. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, yeah, hopefully it'll keep pushing. Yeah, no, I don't mess with the whole moon phases. Okay, cool. Thanks, Renko. Yeah, Renko mentioned Treasury Secretary Yellen's speech is in 15 minutes. Dang, I didn't even see that on the news. I guess it's not listed here, but yeah, thanks, Renko. Renko mentioned that Yellen's going to be speaking in about 15 minutes. So hopefully when she speaks, she spikes price all the way up. which would be super beneficial for us. But yeah, I don't see anything for Yellen speaking today. I don't know. It might be posted somewhere else, but I'm not aware of that for today. But it's all good. I mean, we're just waiting for it here. Not really much movement on US 30 at all. It's kind of just doing what it's doing. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So Yvonne confirmed with you, Mitchell. She said that she does see a bullish flag possibly if it breaks above, which is perfect. That's exactly what we need. We need that bullish flag. We need that. We need everything to push upwards for us to hop into this right here. Well, I mean, we're already in it, actually. I'm in it, but I'm trying to pull out of this thing. Neandro wants me to take a look at the NASDAQ. Yeah, I guess we can take a look at the NASDAQ. It's not a big deal. So NASDAQ 100 over here. Yeah, if you're trading the snipe strategy, looks like there were a couple entries here that you could have taken. So there's one right there. Yeah, so if you're applying the snipe strategy here, Leandro, I mean, you had a couple options here. You had this right here, this green candle. So this is the most recent entry right here. So if you were to take this right here, we have a rejection off the pivot, rejection off the structure, buy signal right there. If you took that, that would have been a straight win right there for 200 pips for NASDAQ. So that'd be the most recent entry. That would have been a full TP off that. So that's what would have hit right there if you were to take that trade there, Leandro. So let's go back to US 30 real quick. I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with this to see if it's finally swinging up. All right, so it is swinging up as we thought. It's perfectly fine. It's just still going sideways. Not really much of a movement there, but it is bullish. So it's bullish on the 1 minute. It's bullish on the 3 minute. So this would be another entry right here for whoever is looking to enter this off the 3 minute. So there's a 3 minute scalp right there. I think Dave actually mentioned this. I'm not going to enter it because I'm already in my other position. So I'm just trying to get out of it at this point. So I'm not going to stack any positions right now. I think I'm just going to close out my current position. I'm just going to call it a day because the market isn't really moving the way I want it to. Plus there's Renko just mentioned that Yellen's going to be speaking in about 15 minutes. So there's some US news that's coming that will affect the market. If you guys aren't familiar with Secretary Yellen, Treasury Secretary Yellen, she's I mean, whatever she says will affect the market pretty heavily because she's going to talk about the US Treasury, which is like directly correlating with the the US economics here. Yeah, Dave mentioned that Biden's going to be speaking today too. Damn, huge spike down. I don't know what's going on in the market right now, but it's causing a huge spike down. I'm gonna have to pull out of this position if this is the case. Keep holding it for a little bit. I'm still holding on to it, but a huge spike down right now. I think the news is coming right now. So maybe Yellen is speaking right now, causing price to spike around like that, but huge volatility spike down. I'm still holding on to my position right now, but I'm thinking about possibly closing it out if it keeps spiking around like this, because it's just too risky for me to hang on to. So here we go as it swings back up. I'm still in it. Like I mentioned, I don't have a stop loss, so I'm kind of just watching it, but I'm probably going to close it out if I need to because of, okay, I don't know what caused that spike down. Weird spike down right there. I don't know if something's going on in the market. I don't really want to take my eyes off the MT4 because I don't have a stop loss. But yeah, I am watching it right now to possibly pull out. I don't know what's going on in the market. That's so weird. But yeah, I'm still holding on to it because it might just come back right back up right after. Looks like there's some sort of market manipulation going on, causing a spike down right now. Yeah, I took a half lot size, so I could literally hold on to it for like another 500 pips if I wanted to be on the safe side. But I'm just watching it on my screen over here. Such a weird spike. Still debating if I want to close it out or not. Still watching. And I'm on the 1 minute. Okay. Damn, I wonder what happened. Yeah, if you guys want to check the news to see what happened, I'm not going to check it yet because I'm looking at my own trade over here, thinking about possibly closing it out. I'm down like 5 right now. It's not a big deal. I can lose up to like 15 to reach my daily max because I'm already up 5 for the day. So there we go. As it swings back up. Yeah, that was a weird spike down. I don't know what caused that, but that's the market, man. You know, when something like that happens, guys, it's just about staying cool and, you know, not really freaking out, because a lot of people that are freaked out, or well, what I could see happening right there is a lot of people would have hopped into the sell because they would have saw this dropping. They're like, oh, it's going to keep dropping, right? So when you guys see a big drop like that, some people just hop out of their trade and they switch to a sell. And then what happens from that point, it goes all the way back up, right? It's market manipulation. There's no reason for it to drop like this because looking at the fundamentals over here, it's still all green. So obviously what happened was market was being manipulated down. There's really no reason for it to spike down like that. Look at this here. It's still up 170 points. So it literally makes no sense for it to spike down like that. Just to, and there you go. It's going to come all the way back up. So I wouldn't enter any sells. This looks like it's there's a lot of market manipulation going on right here. Let's see. So Jeff just sent me this right here. Oh, man. Okay, so that's what caused it to spike. So freaking Biden said he was going to increase capital gains, right? So if you trade like your personal account or anything like that, he's basically trying to charge you a higher tax. So with Biden doing some BS like that, that's what caused it to spike down. So this is what caused a spike here, guys. So if you guys are wondering what caused a spike down, obviously market manipulation, Biden's budget plan, he wants to increase capital gains tax, which will be started late April. Get started in late April. So yeah, okay, so that's what caused a spike down. Thanks for showing that, Jeff. That definitely gave us some insight as to like what caused, you know, the spike in price. I mean, stuff like this happens, guys, where you'll have random news events come out and then price will just get manipulated down. So I'm still in the position, so just keep that in mind. I didn't close out. I knew that spike down was due to some sort of manipulation or some sort of news event that happened. But now we're familiar with what happened, right? So now it's probably going to swing all the way back up. What happened here is they probably trapped a couple of sellers, and then now that these sellers are trapped, it's just going to go back upwards. So thanks for that, Jeff. No, definitely. Jeff said that's what I'm here for. No, definitely. He's more familiar with like the fundamental side of the stocks and stuff. So no, definitely thanks for that, Jeff, because I was shocked and I didn't know what the hell's going on, but I'm still in my position right now. So it's back to where it was originally. It's going to go back up, but overall we'll see where it goes from there. So overall, the futures index is up 200 points. The index for today is up 180 points. And then the actual index right here is still pretty bullish. So we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, I'm still holding on to it. So if you guys are wondering, I'm still in the position, guys. I never closed it or anything like that. It's still running. It's moving its way all the way up. So it's fine. Let me check the chat over here real quick. KJ is asking, I always wonder why they want to trap the sellers or do the stop hunt. Does that help them? Yeah, does it make sense to you what they're doing? AJ, KJ. So yeah, so what they do is they spike price down and then they stop everyone out, right? Because they know that people are in a specific position. They try to stop them out and it creates liquidity. When it creates liquidity, they just buy low and they just shoot it all the way up. And then they make profit off that. So they can make money just making small moves up and down like that. I'm still in the position right now, guys, but I don't know, with the way the market's moving right now, I don't know if I really want to hold on to it. I could still handle a lot of risk. Like I could still handle another 5,000 in risk right now, because like I mentioned, I was already up for the day. So if anything, this is probably just going to wipe out my profits for the day, which is fine. I mean, it's cool. This happens sometimes where you get stuck in some market manipulation and then your profits for the day get wiped out, but it's fine because I'm already up for the week, like a lot. So like I'm up a lot from Monday, I'm up from Tuesday, I'm up from yesterday. And then today it's, I don't know, we'll see where it goes from here. I just don't want to over leverage my risk, right? Because the thing is, if the market's going to keep playing like this, sometimes it's better to just pull out and just make it back another day. But we'll see where it goes from here. It's about to be 8 o'clock. So at this point, we'll see if it corrects back upwards, which looks like it's going to. It's just sometimes it's not worth the stress, right? Worth the stress of watching the trade, hoping that it goes back up because it's supposed to. Because I mean, if you look at the index here, all the fundamentals are still green. So there's no reason for it to really come down like that. The only reason it came down was because of this news right here, because of I don't know what, but Biden's like annoying, dude. I don't know. Biden, he's all of his new policies are they just don't make sense. So yeah, no, I mean, it is May as well. Peter said Biden as president is the worst thing that's happened to America. Yeah, I mean, it was funny because at the beginning, like a lot of people thought like Trump, because Trump, like whenever he would say anything, it would create like a crazy like spike in price in the market, right? Biden's the same thing. He does the same exact thing, but he does it worse. Like when Trump was president, when he would say something, price would spike up. When Biden says something, price spikes down. It's like, man, can't get a break here. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are familiar with Biden's policies, he's really like trying to crack down on the rich. So it's unfortunate because we're playing a rich person's game. So, you know, if they get affected, we get affected. But I mean, they're not really going to get affected. Rich people are never going to get affected regardless. But we are playing their game. So we get caught. We get caught in the turmoil. Joey said, when can you understand what Biden says? Honestly, I don't know, bro. I have no idea. And it like sucks because I'm like, I used to be a Democrat. Well, I mean, I still technically am a Democrat, but I don't know. I don't really like Biden as a president. All right, still holding on to this thing here. Yeah, man, this thing is still bouncing around like crazy. At some point, if it comes below this point again, so if this comes below this area, I'm just gonna cut my losses and I'm gonna call it a day. I'm still in net profit for the week, so I'm not really. I mean, I did lose a decent amount on this trade, if that happens, but I'd rather just do that and just put stress aside, because this is like stressing me out just watching this, because I don't know if Biden's going to say something else that's going to cause price to drop even further or whatever, because this move right here is obviously, you can see it's very unusual, right? Because it only moved like 100 pips or so, and then all of a sudden in like 1 minute it drops like almost 1,000 pips right there, like with no warning. So if the market keeps moving like that, I might just cut my losses and then just call it a day, and I'll just make it back tomorrow or make it back next week. It's not a big deal. I'm still net positive for the week, so it doesn't really affect me too much. But it's just for the sake of peace of mind, as I would say, because you guys can tell like this game does get stressful sometimes if you're like waiting for something to happen and then something else comes in, just spikes price in one direction, right? Because now that Biden has released that statement, Yellen is speaking right now at 8 o'clock, or from what Renko mentioned, Yellen is speaking right now at 8 o'clock. So what she could say could just amplify what just happened right here, right? She might just continue on to like what Biden posted or whatever he released, and then it'll just keep spiking price in either direction. So it's not a game that I want to play. I don't like playing with markets. I don't like playing with the market when it's being manipulated, because a lot of things can happen right there. Like a lot of spikes can happen where you can, you can be risking more than you want. And I'd rather just eat the loss than have to play in that game. So I'm still watching it right here. But like I mentioned, if it drops below, I'm just going to pull out, and then I'm probably going to be done for the day. All right. I think I'm going to pull out. Well, I'm still in it right now. I'll wait for it. If it comes back down, if it does come back down another time, then I'm going to be done for the day, and I'm just going to eat that loss. I pretty much just threw out all my profits for the day. How much did I make for the day? I made about 3 for the day. Or no, I made a lot. So I only took that off one account. This trade right here, I knew it was a risky trade, so I took it off one account, and I only took half lot size. So technically for the day, I was already up like 4,000, 8,000 right there, and then another 1,000 right here. So I was already up like 10. So I literally just threw away a majority of my profits, which is fine. But it's probably going to come back up. It's going to come back up, but I don't want to play this game because Yellen is speaking. Let me check my FX book real quick, because I think that's where Renko got that news from. Let's see my FX book. All right, let's see. Thursday. Let's see. Yeah, so Yellen is speaking right now. So I'm not going to mess with it. I closed out for a loss, which is all good. It's not a big deal. Let's see. Slava still did pretty good today. He had a small loss off that too over here, but he's up 5,537 for the day. So nice work, Slava. Yeah, no, rolling over here too. Yeah, so like some people here did cut their losses, which is fine. I mean, if you end up having to cut your losses, it's cool. You'll make it back tomorrow. I just ended up cutting my losses, and then I end up just wiping out my profits for the day, which is not a big deal. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely some BS how this happens to the how this happens in the market, because I didn't see that I didn't see Yellen was going to be speaking today. Like, that's what I mean about this news sometimes, guys. Like, there's nothing here indicating that Yellen was going to speak. Like, literally here on the 27th, there's no news here. I have all the news opened here on Forex Factory. There was nothing here on, okay, so here we go on CNBC. Yellen says the government is operating like it's 2010, calls for more aggressive spending. Yeah. So they're telling her that she has to do something, which does make sense. She does have to do something. But yeah, so like right here, I already pulled out, guys. I closed out for, I think it was like an $8,000 loss, which is fine. I lost all my profit for today, which isn't that, it isn't that bad, because I was able to handle the risk. So shit happens. A lot of unexpected news today. This doesn't make sense to me, because the index over here is still very green. So obviously you can see right here, the index is green, but there's news here that's affecting the market. This is why we usually don't like to trade during news. Unfortunately, we didn't know that Yellen was going to speak today. We just found out recently when Renko mentioned it. So it happens, guys. Like there's no way we could have anticipated this news event to happen, because I didn't look at my FX book. I never look here, but it was on here. So good idea for letting us know, Renko. But I think I'm done, because Yellen's going to be speaking for like the next hour or so. So I'm not trying to play around with the market while she continues to speak. This can literally just spike all the way up, but who knows? And if this does spike all the way up, I'm gonna be pretty pissed, because that's probably what's going to happen once Yellen is speaking, or when she's done speaking. So I'm done for the day, guys. Other than that, I think we'll be wrapping up the week tomorrow. So I'm not going to risk it. I know if I stay on the charts, I'm going to try to hop back in. And I know myself, you guys know how I trade. I'm impulsive. So if I see something indicating a bullish move up, I'll probably try to re-enter to recoup the losses, but I'm not trying to do that today. Not especially with the news that's happened today with Biden's little announcement, and then also with Yellen over here currently speaking. So yeah, other than that, guys, I think I'm going to sure. I already closed it. I don't know if you've been paying attention. I said I closed it already. Yeah, so yeah, I closed it already. I'm already out of the trade. So I already, I literally just lost profits for today, which is not a big deal because I'm still net positive for the week from Monday and Tuesday. So, and yesterday actually. So I only lost what I made today. So I made this today. This is all pretty much wiped out, which is not a big deal. It happens every so often. So this is done for the day. And I think you guys should probably just chill for the day because with Yellen speaking right now and then Biden probably going to speak right after, he usually follows her speech. So if she speaks here at 8, he's probably going to speak at 9 or 10. And from that point, market's just going to keep bouncing around, from that point over there. So other than that, I think I'm done for the day and I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow. If you guys have questions, I'll probably be available on the Telegram, but I'm probably not going to be trading. Or I might not even be on the Telegram because I know if I hang out on the Telegram, I'm going to want to take trades as well. And you guys know how I am with that. So if this swings up, just know that this played out how it was supposed to. And the reason we got screwed out of this trade is because of the news. But we'll just wait and we'll see what happens. If it does play out, that's fine. I'll still be a little bit upset because I pulled out. But we'll just know that, it played out how it was supposed to. So other than that, I think I'm done for the day and I will catch you guys in the Telegram. So catch you guys later and I'll close up the